Hi everyone, I'm Sam. Today is August 8th, 2025, Friday, and today is the start of a new format to my channel. I've decided that basically it would be easier to go back to doing all the games in one video rather than doing them separately, just because energy-wise, I don't think I can keep up doing separate videos, doing other comments on each video, checking the descriptions, the everything to do with like separate videos. So I think just for my sake, for the moment, energy wise, I'm gonna go back to doing all the like Wordle connections and mini crossword all into one video, and then the bonus video will still be a separate one. So instead of 4 videos daily, I'll be doing uploading just 2 videos a day. So hopefully that will save me some energy so that I don't feel as tired, as exhausted. That's hoping. I will explain why this is why I feel so tired in a like community post, because it feels weird to talk about this on camera. So I'll just explain it there, and it'll make sense. So you can just read the community post, or just you don't even have to find out. You can just watch me play the game. All right, but yeah, so we're gonna do Wordle first. We are playing Wordle number 1511 today, and it is day 8 of hard mode. 8/8, actually 8 August. And starting word, I'm gonna try to pick something that I don't think has been done before. Maybe something with an N. North. North. Surely North has been done before, right? But you never know. Okay, that was a big fat nothing today. Hmm. Anything with a G or an F, kind of like F. Fugue. But 2 U's? I don't really like that though. Well, what did I do? Fable. I think that must have been done before, but alright, let's put that in. Okay, we've got B and an E in the right spot. Oh, that's an interesting one. I can't imagine there'd be many answers after this. B, okay, blank E. B-I-E, maybe? It could be imbue, I-M-B-U-E. That's one possibility. Imbue. What if it was I? E-B-I-E? U-B-I-E? Q-B? U-B, movie? Or B-E, like that? U-E-B-B-E, Debbie, B-Y-E? Anything like that? Don't think so. I really feel like it could be imbue. Can't really think of many words in that formation. And the S. Try that. Oh, it was imbue. Okay, now I have to know through Squirtle if that was the only option left. I don't know. Okay, let's put it through Squirtle. Today's word is imbue. I started with, what did I start with? I'm gonna go back. North. Okay, north. Probably terrible. 3,243 possible guesses left. Terrible. And then fable. 8 possible guesses left. I did imbue. But let's see. Were there really 8 possible? Okay. Looking at the 8 possible words that they've given me in Squirtle, the other 7 look unlikely. It feels like that really was the only one. So Fable, through some miracle, which I didn't think was going to be good, because I was like, oh, it's probably been done before. How good would the letters be? I mean, it's got A and E, but fine. But I didn't think that the B and the E was going to be key to getting me down to just one possible word left. And I was saying the other day that I was hoping that even though on hard mode, I would be able to get a chance to get it in 3, something like that. But this is incredibly lucky. Okay, so now my 3 guess solves are back to 56. If we get another one, it would match my 5 guess solves. Yeah, so we'll see. Or maybe I could add a 90 with my 4 guess solves. Maybe. All right, so that was Wordle. But yeah, let's move on to connections. All right. I'm not used to it, doing all these again together, just one after another. But okay, connections. We are playing connections number 789. Okay. Today's 16 words, let's run on a bit here, are degree, draw, Pac-Man, vest, paint, present, tie, doodle, marvel, swear, space, even, doze, grant, confer, and pass notes. Pass notes is what things you do in school, maybe? I guess. But I don't know. Or ways to cheat, maybe. Don't know. Things to do when you're bored, and just, you can doze off, I suppose. Sleep in class, doodle, pass notes. Um, to do in there. You could draw in class of paint, I guess. I don't really know what the other one would be. Okay, leave that for now. Grant, some kind of money, funds, Marvel, comic books. What does confer? I think it's like discuss, right? Because that's what that means. What would it do in English? Confer. Okay. Is something missing or to be added? The nth degree. And things you could do in art class are like paint, draw, doodle, forms of art. Pac-Man is a video game character. Or it could be like a character. Mrs. Pac-Man? Mrs. Marvel? Is there such a thing? I don't know. Miss Marvel, I know. Or is it Miss Pac-Man? Maybe she's not Mrs. Pac-Man. It's Miss Pac-Man? Maybe. Miss Pac-Man. Miss Marvel? But I don't know what the other ones would be, if there are any. Miss. Okay. Unless they mean MS Paint, like Microsoft Paint MS. But I doubt that, to be honest. Okay. It's probably a stretch to think about that. A tie, an even, they're both the same, equal. Draw, okay, equal. I guess maybe square could also be paint. Could be like sort of even, I suppose. Make equal as a score. Okay. That's the yellow. I thought it might have been blue, maybe, or something like that. Present. Okay. It's to do with class, I feel like. What's it can do in class? Degree in school. Degree. Go to space. Space key, space bar. Paint bar. Vest. Invest. Vest clothing. Or present. Like a gift. I don't think so. Another thing, one of them is things you can do in class, like when you're bored or something like doodle, pass notes. But I don't think you wouldn't paint if you're bored, would you? I don't think so. Would you present in class? Things I can do in class, present in class? I don't. Maybe. Try things you can do in class? No, one away. Ugh, God. What would it be then? Space, like space out? I don't think so. Fast. Paint? Paint in class? I don't know about that. I do think these might be right. Because I couldn't see them being anything else. Okay. Pac-Man is Pac-Man an alien? I don't. Ooh. Well, grant, confer, present. They all seem to be verbs. Could be verbs. So maybe you might do that. Present. Best, maybe? Could be some kind of verb. I don't know. Try that. Oh, bestow, to give someone. Oh, confer can. All right, confer like a title. Oh, okay, so I was thinking discuss. Maybe there are two meanings for that. I don't know, but it's okay. I'm happy to not get the point because I didn't really know what it was. I just thought maybe that could be something because they're all like seem to be little verbs. Okay, so that's why I think those doodle best notes. I think I tried presenting it opposite. It wasn't that. It's gonna do in class. It can't be degree. Marvel, Pac-Man, those can't be that. So I feel like it's gotta be paint. No, but oh, degree got to do with anything. Don't know. I'll try that. Things you can do in class. No, again, one away. Okay, what is this? What is this really? What is this? Oh boy, it's not that. I only have two guesses left. Oof. What? Unless Doze is not part of it, I don't know. To be honest, I'm doubting myself. I feel like yellow dot eats ghosts. There are ghosts in there. What does that have to do with me? Mrs. Pac-Man. Something to do with MS? Is that what that could be? The blue and the purple are really hard today. Yes. Could be something to do with MS, like degrees. Is there something to do with degree at MS? I don't know. Let's try that. Huh? Words after the letters MS. Okay. Well, I'll have to check that out later. Dose space to the class. Things you can do in class. I guess when you're bored. Things when you're doing a boring class or meeting. Okay, so I kind of like. Weirdly enough, I kind of got the other two categories discussing them early on, but I just kept putting the wrong ones in, and I don't know, I just didn't really settle on something good. Okay, but let's go through them together. Make equals to score. The yellow group, draw even, square, tie, right? Even like a game or like score wise, bestow to give somebody something, to grant someone, like grant someone a wish, present a present, whatever, vest something. Yeah, I think I have heard of that, but don't use it often. And confer, I keep thinking of in this like quiz show where they, you're not allowed to confer, but that it's basically to discuss. But I guess it might have two meanings. Confer. Oops. Uh. Okay, so yeah, it can be used to say to discuss something, but to also give an honor, official title, or ability to someone. So there are dual meanings here. So that's why I was thinking more of the other ones. I was sure. Which are the letters MS, right? So the video game character is Miss Pac-Man. I kept thinking she was Mrs. Pac-Man, like Pac-Man's wife or something. But yeah, I guess I misremember that it's she Miss Pac-Man and Miss Marvel, the Marvel character, of course, comic book character, and then MS Paint, right? Microsoft Paint. I think I'd been thrown off in the beginning with the MS. I wasn't sure because I knew that Miss Marvel and Miss Pac-Man, because being Miss, it would be MS with a period at the end. But MS Paint is just MS. There's no period at the end, of course. And MS degree, I think, must be Masters of Science, something. MS degree. Full form is that? Master of Science. Oh, okay, so MS the degree. So that's why I was like, maybe it could be something to do with the degree. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I should have known that paint in class was too ridiculous. I mean, like, sure, I could have forced it into the blue group, and I did force it into the blue group, and it was wrong because obviously it didn't really make sense. But that's kind of a lesson to you guys to never don't do like what I did, trying to force something that doesn't feel right in there. Like you like, okay, I mean, if you really thought about it, you could, but it's just doesn't make much sense, right? Why would you paint in a boring class? You'd only paint in an art class. You can't really paint in a regular class or boring class, but you can do it because you're just using your pencil to just draw silly little simple artworks. Doze, just take a nap, doze off. Although people just say doze, like I'm gonna doze, but I usually say doze off, like because you're sleeping, you're falling asleep. Anyway, pass notes, of course, pass them to your friends, talking, having a conversation with them in class or in a meeting. And I guess space is also like space out, like just sort of like just daydream and stuff like that. Okay, and I think I also was hesitant to put space and doze because to me they almost seem similar, but I know that doze is more like doze is sleeping, space is being awake but daydreaming. So that's two different things. But I think I conflated them together, and that's why it kind of was tricky for me to see those. So yeah, I think I tricked myself out there. If I had gone with what I initially thought and really looked for it, I'd have done better. I think so. Yeah, that was my mistake. Don't do that Very nearly could have lost today, but still managed to get it. I do think this is harder than some of the other days we've had recently, but don't think it's impossible either. But then again, I don't want to guess what the difficulty is. You let me know what the difficulty is. I'd love to hear it from y'all and how you did. Okay, but let's move on to the last game, mini crossword. Okay, all right. Okay, I'm gonna just zoom out a little bit so you can see the clues. Today's mini crossword for Friday, August 8th, 2025 is by Joel Valiano. Okay, gonna end the week, the work week, with Joel puzzle. It's kind of small, eh? All right, let's get started. One across, piece of bread atop, four across. I don't know. One down, brought about. Not sure. Two down, fully deplete. Use up. Three down, jocks counterparts, stereotypically. Nerds. All right. Four down, Survivor Network. I think it's CBS. I'm not sure. Five down, what'd you say? Huh? Six down, make a mistake. Air. Four across, yellow square atop, seven across. Cheeseburger. Oh, sorry. Cheese. Okay. Burger. Eight across, envelope and obscure shroud. Nine across, covers a tree and bathroom rolls in the classic print. PPs. And then this must be fun. 3 seconds. I realized the gimmick with the bun and the burger suitor. But yeah, let's take a closer look at the clues. One across, piece of bread atop, four across. So as you can see, they're layers. It's meant to be like, well, four across is the yellow square atop, seven across is burger. Seven across says offering at a summer cookout. You really, it's a very American thing. I feel like you have burgers at a cookout. We don't really do cookouts. Yeah, barbecue. We don't really do. I mean, cookouts, but not really burgers. You don't do that. But anyway, the yellow square is the piece of the sliced cheese, usually cheddar cheese, I think, on the burger, and then one across the piece of bread that goes on top of the cheese, covered, topped with a bun, and also put at the bottom, also the bun. So bun on top, bun at the bottom, and it kind of looks like a little burger too, kind of, not really, but short little piece here for the bun, larger pieces here for the cheese and burger, than the meat. One down, brought about, begot. Okay, I don't really often say this one, so it wouldn't really come to mind easily when I saw brought about, begot. Two down, fully deplete. That's to use up completely, so that resource is gone, totally used up. Three down, jocks counterparts stereotypically in like the usual sort of like TV shows or whatever that you watch the media. Showing that jocks, the sporty people are against the nerdy, so-called smart people. But nowadays, I think a lot of people are very well-rounded. It's not really that kind of stereotype anymore, jocks versus nerds, but it is the stereotypical one that people think of for movies and whatnot. Four down, Survivor Network. That's the reality TV show where they go on an island for 30 something, 39, 38 days, something like that. And yeah. Five down, what'd you say? Huh? So the way of saying that is, huh? So, like, you did hear it, like, could you catch that? Six down, make a mistake is to err. That's it, make a mistake, an error. What do we got? Eight across, envelope and obscure to shroud to cover something, right? Nine across, covers a tree in bathroom rolls in a classic prank. So TPs is short for toilet paper. So it's when they do, and the prank involves like taking the giant roll. As I've seen usually, sometimes they just throw the whole roll up there and then let it just unroll down. And sometimes people just like take up many like sheets, I guess you can say, like lengths of the rolls and put them in. That's what I've seen anyway, but I've never really done it, and I just think it's a waste of toilet paper. And as we've known in the pandemic, hundred people went crazy for the toilet paper. So maybe don't do that. But curious if any of y'all have ever done this prank. I'll try not to judge, even though I'm like, oh, it's such a waste. But I get it, kids being kids. I've done dumb pranks as well as a kid, just not one with toilet paper. That's just not the choice I would have made. Probably do something else instead, maybe like spill something on the floor. Or something. I don't know. I don't remember right now. But yeah, so those are all the New York Times Games videos today. Let me know in the comments how you did for Wordle, Connections, Mini Crossword, whichever one you did. If you did all three, if you did just the one or whatever, let me know in the comments what you thought about them. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully this new format is all right. I'll try to put in like timestamps, so at least you can just jump to the part that you want to watch, and you can just leave when you don't want to watch the other bits, because maybe you don't play Mini Crossword, right? That's definitely probably what happens. But yeah, let me know in the comments how you did, if you liked it. Thanks so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye.